We have a system that's really built on this kind of medical construction of distress, this kind of biological explanatory framework, and there's evidence of that everywhere. You know, hospitals and medication and clinics and health workers, and the language we use is you have a mental illness, so we have a language that's constructed around that. So there's all these kind of messages that are given around this particular framework.
It's unbelievable the degree to which our population has been brainwashed, really, to think that there would be a pill for every ill. It's just horrible.
Either I'm very, 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 very ill, like really just so ill it's, you know, or they've got diagnosis disorder.
And people in developing countries, do you think they do better or worse than people in industrial countries? They do better, generally do better, yeah. And I think in your culture probably there's more connectivity, more sense if somebody's upset, it upsets everybody, right? It isn't like take them and put them somewhere else.
When we seek to kind of eliminate or shut down or push away, you know, this is abnormal, this is not okay, what we're really doing is we're shutting down people.
I was already struggling to find a place to fit between being too white to be black and too black to be white. So the last thing that I really needed was then to have a mental health issue on top of that.
This stuff was so disgusting. To have these beliefs about myself was so intolerable that the way I made sense of it was that, well, obviously I'm like a demon, and I have to destroy that demon. I have to destroy that disgustingness.
The perspective that I had on trans people was that that was something I did not want to be. I was very actively resenting that part, and obviously living a life like that, you get hit with that tsunami of self-hatred and inner kind of shame and disgust.
We should be saying to people, there's a whole lot of ways we can understand this experience. Let's see which ways might work for you. How do you understand it?
So I sort of got that message that the more that I deleted the feminine parts of myself, the quicker they'd let me transition.
I think what people need to understand is for Aboriginal people, spirituality and health is a oneness, and it's a road that isn't ending. There is no defined endpoint for that sort of stuff. Healing is continual for us because life is continual and healing evolves as life evolves.
It's just about recognising that people have multiple kind of frames and that opens up all sorts of possibilities in terms of the things that we might be able to offer. And recognising those things are healing, not that they're just nice things to do on the side.
I still think about this all the time, that my experiences are political, my madness was political, my trauma was political.
It makes you feel unnatural. Like I think for me it confirmed that this is something that's outside the medical model.
My understanding of my experiences, how I make sense of it and what I do about it, for different aspects of my distress, they're quite different thinkings.
But how many people are actually feeling, you know, the world? How many people feeling their existence? What an amazing thing if you actually feel it.
When I was first involved with the Hearing Voices movement, I was just quite captured by the ideas of it. I didn't realise till quite a way into it that perhaps one of the reasons I was attracted was because I needed this for my own healing.
And for us, it's all the same thing. The trauma, the spirituality, the culture. It's all a oneness.
We need to start looking at the positives and we need to start reframing it because it's got to stop being something that makes us a lesser person and makes us something with a diverse experience.
You know, how do we each as an individual find something that is really meaningful to us?
But I've been off medicine for 40 years, and as a psychiatrist, I give pills to people still. I give them a prescription, but I say, this isn't really going to help your problem that much. It'll give you a little bit of time, but you have to be the agent that changes your life.
An important question in mental health shouldn't be what's wrong with you, but rather what's happened to you.